Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I am excited to bring you the best Black Ops 6 nuked out method. That's right, I'm going to be teaching you today how to get the Black Ops 6 nuked out calling card. As you can see, we have done it. We have unlocked the infamous nuked out calling card in Black Ops 6, the hardest challenge by far to complete in Black Ops 6. And I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about the method that you need, the little bit of luck that you need, the skill that you need in order to unlock this prestigious calling card. And if you didn't know what that is, the nuked out calling card is a famous calling card that you get in Black Ops, well, mainly in Black Ops games, where you have to play free-for-all, okay? You have to play free-for-all and get a 30 kill streak with a weapon, okay? No score streaks. You cannot use even a UAV, HARP, counter UAV. You can't use any non-lethal score streaks. It does have to be done with absolutely no score streaks. Unfortunately, you can't remove them before the game, but I'll talk about that in a second. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my loadout and talk about the method first. And then, of course, I'm going to share the gameplay in which I got the Black Ops 6 nuked out calling card challenge complete. So, this was the class that I was using. I've only just prestiged and I've had these things unlocked, but I feel like this might actually be the best setup. I'm also going to talk about things that you can kind of change here or there, but bear with me, listen to me a little bit, and we're going to talk about why you use this certain setup and specific setup to get the Black Ops 6 nuked out calling card challenge complete. So, the weapon, right? This can be whatever you want, to be honest, right? I will share my class here because this is what I use, which is the Krig C assault rifle. I feel like this is one of the best all-round weapons in the game. It's good up close, medium range, long range, has a decent mag size, of course, when you're using gunfire, which gives you the extended mag, which allows you to get 45 mag size. Does reload a bit slow. That's the only downside, I'd say, but you got vertical foregrip, the gain twist barrel, the ported compensator. I know most people would probably go with the compensator, but I went with the ported compensator because that first shot recoil control is super key in gunfights. Like, it is really, really useful. I'd recommend that on this. The AccuSpot Reflex is my favorite sight. Again, this is all personal preference. You can use different sight if you want. Quick Draw Grip, I think that's personally the best. I haven't really used these two near the bottom because I didn't have them locked at the time. But Quick Draw Grip is what I went with. And Infiltrator Stock. I know most people probably go with Balance because it looks like it's got, you know, most of the best pros and stuff. But the movement speed that you get, the aim walking movement speed you get with this is so key to this weapon. It makes it so hard to actually be able to shoot you. So the strafe speed in this is like through the roof. I would definitely recommend the Infiltrator Stock on this. Not on every weapon, but just on this weapon specifically. And then finally, recoil springs, just to help with that horizontal and vertical recoil. Now, that's my best setup for it, but I'd recommend using any weapon that you are comfortable with, that you feel is good in that short range, long range, medium range. If not, let me know down below. I am happy to make a video of like top 5 or top 10 loadouts in Black Ops 6. I have a lot of good class setups. This wasn't the only class setup that I was using to try and get the nuked out calling card in free-for-all. I have used many different setups that were working, were pretty good. Obviously, they didn't unfortunately help me to get the nuked out. It was the Krig C that ended up doing it for me. But if you guys want that video, let me know down below. I'm happy to do a top 5 or top 10 best loadouts in Black Ops 6. Just let me know in the comments and I'll happily do that. Pistol. Now, when this comes available, this is actually going to be the best secondary. Unfortunately, of course, it's locked at the moment, but I feel like this is going to be very useful. You're probably also wondering how I got it to level 11. Might have done a cheeky little zombies level up. You know, I'm able to use it in zombies. I haven't paid for the bundle. I'm not going to do that, and I don't recommend anyone should be buying that bundle. But there is a glitch going around when you can use it in zombies, so I leveled it up a little bit. Unfortunately, it is not available to use in multiplayer right now. If not, get a pistol that's pretty decent as a secondary. I'd recommend this, the Grakova. I feel that's pretty good. I've only got it to weapon level 7. Didn't really use it too much in this game, but nonetheless, melee does not matter. You're not really going to be using that. Now, tactical. I did have stuns on. Again, I'd only just prestiged. I'd say concussions are pretty decent, though. You can use them. But I'd recommend either a stim shot, prox alarm, or a concussion. Concussions are pretty useful for just checking out areas and seeing where people are. Because again, you've got no UAV, no counter UAV, no HARP. You can't use any of those kill streaks. You can't detect where people are. So a concussion's a pretty good way of finding out where people are spawning or if someone's near you. A prox alarm is very good. What this does is if you throw it on the floor, it'll make a noise and do a big yellow circle to say that someone's on top of it. I do believe it still makes a noise even if people use, I think it's cold-blooded that probably counters this. It still makes a noise and has an alarm that goes off. So if you've got a pretty good headset, prox alarms are not bad. But I didn't quite get it done with this, so I feel like this might be a bit more of a hindrance. It was kind of annoying to throw these down all the time, but still, they are nonetheless. And I'd personally recommend Stim Shot just to heal. You need to be able to heal quickly. It's free-for-all. You're going to have people going at you 24/7 super quick, so you need a Stim Shot, I think. I think Stim Shot is what you need to go with, even though I didn't use it in this gameplay. But Next up, the lethal. This is key. Make sure you are using blast traps. This saved me so badly in this game. Like, it saved my life. I would not have got the nuked out without the blast trap. These things are so overpowered. I can't believe these haven't been nerfed, but these get you so many free kills. Just start chucking them everywhere. Obviously, I've got some perks on as well that help you to get more of these, but this is so key to getting a nuked out in the free-for-all for the Black Ops 6 nuked out challenge. Make sure you're using blast traps. These are super key for this, so definitely use them. Field upgrade, I'd go with Assault Pack. You want to be getting more ammo. Obviously, we're not using Scavenger, as you can see, and we'll talk about it in a second. But Assault Pack, you want to be replenishing, getting yourself your blast traps back, concussions or stim shots or whatever you need, and obviously ammo for your weapon. Perk 1, we're going with Flak Jacket, okay? We're trying to stop the randomness that can happen in free-for-all. You need Flak Jacket, okay? You've got many different explosives that can go off. As much as I've got a second perk there called the Shadow Perk, which has only just become available, and I'm going to talk about in a second, but Flak Jacket will stop grenades, you know, Semtexes, impact grenades, stuff like that. I believe if they direct impact you, I'm pretty sure they still actually do kill you, so it doesn't quite stop that, unfortunately, but just make sure you don't, you know, do a bit of sliding around stuff, make sure you don't get hit by an impact grenade. But this will help those random moments. Some of you might say tac mask. I feel like it's better to get stunned than it is to get hit with a nade and stuff. I feel like getting hit with a nade in this game is super detrimental, and you're just going to get killed. As soon as someone comes around the corner, they're going to get you. So Flat Jacket. Perk 2, Shadow, okay? This is to have so you're undetected by enemy traps and mines. A lot of people are using traps and mines. Of course, me making this video as well, saying to use the blast bomb is also going to make people use the blast trap as well. So use the Shadow perk just so you're not getting caught by that yourself. And then finally, Quartermaster. Why? Because you want to be replenishing all of your like grenades and stuff. It recharges your equipment. Now it says like throwing knives can recharge one extra knife, decoy grenades and stims recharge twice as fast. So that helps, you know, get stims quicker if you need those. But the blast traps, you want to be getting more and more blast traps and just chucking them anywhere and everywhere, because for whatever reason I don't think they despawn. I think you can just chuck as many as you want. There probably is a limit, but I haven't reached that limit. But just keep chucking them on the floor. It will help out so much. So that's kind of the setup. Obviously I'm using the gunfighter perk as well. I'd say stack out the weapon as much as I think some people might think to, you know, put another perk on. If you do put another perk on, maybe go with Ninja so you can't be heard by people, maybe Ghost if you really want to avoid people's UAVs and stuff. But I'd say Gunfighter, just kit out the weapon. Make sure the weapon is strong enough and good enough for this challenge, because this is one of the hardest, if not the hardest challenge to complete in Black Ops 6. So I'm going to cut to some gameplay now of the Black Ops 6 nuked out and talk about it more, how I went about it, the method of what I did during the gameplay to get this Black Ops 6 nuked out challenge. So let's cut to the gameplay. Right, so here we are, people, the nuked out gameplay for you all to see. And I'm going to start by saying it straight away, because people are going to call this out straight away. Yes, this is pretty much a bot lobby. I wouldn't say a complete bot lobby. I've had easier lobbies actually trying to get the free-for-all nuked out and still failed. This challenge is hard, even if you are playing against bot-like players. Now, how do I get a bot-like lobby? I will explain it here. I play on Xbox. I turn off crossplay. That is all I do. That is simply it. There is a lack of players on Xbox. It makes the SBMM not as thick because it can't find as many good players as myself to, like, you know, come up against me. So I get put with players of lesser skill. Does this always give you lesser skilled lobbies? Absolutely not. I have faced many good players doing this with nuked out calling cards already, or nuclear calling cards themselves. And some of you have even said in the comments, well, not in the comments, sorry, so whilst I've been playing, I've actually heard you in the voice chat, so shout out all of you who did. But some of you have been sitting there saying, when you've noticed I'm in your lobby, oh, I've been trying to do this challenge, watching my previous video discussing the nuked out calling cards. So shout out to all of you. You made my nuked out calling card challenge really hard to get. So thank you. But I do appreciate it. Much love to all of you who did sit there and were calling me out in the lobbies. But yes, you still find good players. It's not a guaranteed method. You need a bot lobby to do this. Okay, and you can try lobby shopping if you really want to, but even in a bot lobby, this challenge is extremely difficult. Even if you face like 10 or however many people, I think it's 8 people in free-for-all, 7 brand new level 1s, the chances of them killing you are quite high in free-for-all. Again, you are not allowed to use a UAV or a counter UAV. So let's start explaining the method though. Right, so what you're seeing at the start, as you can see, is me chucking my bombs everywhere, right? I'm kind of looking between 2 places, right? I've set myself, I've got lucky as well. The spawn was pretty decent to me. That's one thing you got to get lucky with, the spawns, right? And you need to learn the spawns of these these free-for-all maps. You need to learn to find positions that give you 2 to 3 spawns around you that you can control and can kind of watch back and forth, because obviously it's free-for-all, anyone's spawning here, there, and everywhere. So as you're seeing, I'm going back and forth between that little building, and I'm getting kills here and there. I'm putting my blast bombs down and that. But I've reached 14 kills. I'd say around the 10 to 15 mark, you want to change your position. You can't just stay in the same position and look back and forth, back and forth. For the reason for this being, people are just going to come running at you as quick as anything. They're going to be obviously knowing that you're there, trying to do what you're doing, and they're going to start charging at you. Even if they're bad players, they're all going to come charging at you. So once you get to around that 10 to 15 kill mark in free-for-all, change your position. Move from the spawn point that you are sat at. Move from like where you are trying to go back and forth, get kills. Find another area to go back and forth on. Now, I was lucky. I don't actually know this was a good spot, but this was a pretty decent spot. If you want to copy exactly what I'm doing on this map, feel free to do so. I actually had maps that I had better spots on, but this map, it just worked really well. It all came together for me. And as you can see, we're chucking stones. We're trying to get those like checks, see where people are, and we're putting blast traps everywhere. And these come in so clutch. You're going to see how clutch these come in for me. These saved me getting this gameplay. Like, I would not have got these gameplay without the blast traps. So they are absolutely key to the class setup. Make sure you are using them, and obviously Quartermaster is helping me recharge them. I'm getting stuns back, and yeah, the whole class setup works really well. You do need a bit of luck, okay? Let's like just as much as we're discussing like the class setup and what you need, as much as we're talking about the method, and we're talking about also you need kind of a bot lobby that will take probably a long time to actually get. Like, I've played well over 100 games of free-for-all or something, and it took me like that long to get this challenge complete, even against bad players. And again, I've played against worse lobbies and still not got this challenge done. It is that difficult. So don't expect this to happen like overnight or in a day. If you do get it in a day, or if you already have it before you've seen this video, you're probably a beast and probably a much better player than me. But this is a hard challenge, and again, you're going to face other players obviously coming up and trying to do this challenge. I've faced many people with nuked out calling cards already, nuclears and stuff, that made the challenge, of course, quite difficult, because you're not going to get this against pro players, good players. You know, as much as people be like, oh, you're facing bots, at the end of the day, you are not going to get this against good players. So you can see, again, we're going back and forth. You need to find 2 to 3 spawn points. You kind of need to learn the maps. Maybe just play free-for-all, go in and just learn some good spawn points. Learn where you're comfortable, where you find a good spot where you can go back and forth, put blast traps down, where you should be putting your blast traps. Because as you can see, I'm putting them down at like choke points where people come through, and as you can see, they're picking me up nice and easy kills. And you're gonna see here though, this is the magic moment. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have it recording like my voice and stuff, but we did it. The nuked out calling card in Black Ops 6. Anything you want to know in the comments down below about the method and explain more, let me know in the comments. I will happily explain it. But as you can see, we got the beautiful calling card. My first ever nuked out, by the way, in any Call of Duty game. But that is the method. That's the class setup. Anything you want to know about today's video, about how to like take advantage of this method, how to get like just anything you need explaining, leave it in the comments down below. I will try my best to help you guys out, to help you guys get your nuked out in Black Ops 6. So happy hunting. I hope you guys get your nuked outs in Black Ops 6, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's insane video. But if you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe notifications on, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.